Hey there, my name's Simon, and I'm coming to you from the northeast of England. It's a beautiful, sunshiny morning. It's a good day to be alive, and being alive was something that I wasn't even sure I wanted to be for a while. You see, I got myself into a pretty bad situation with alcohol. I had a kind of a few things happen in my life, um, which really took me to some bad places. I ended up drinking every day, absolutely every day, and it took me into a horrible place. My weight, it ballooned. My skin was terrible. I had like itchy red skin everywhere. Um, the anxiety, I've never experienced anxiety like that. I was terrified every day. My heart would race. I would sweat, and it was just miserable. I was suicidal. I'd thought so many times about really harming myself, but the thing is, you can always get out of that. There's always a way out, and if you're a person that's in that situation that I was, I want to tell you now that you can get out. There's a movie, it's got Robert De Niro in it. It's called Any Given Sunday, which is about an American football team. And in that movie, Robert De Niro, he gives this speech, and he kind of draws on experience from his own life, and he uses it to motivate his team who aren't doing well. And he says this: he says, "We're in hell now, gentlemen, but we can fight our way back into the light. And to do that, you have to crawl out of hell 1 inch at a time." You see, I'm really grateful for being sober now. I'm not just healthier physically. I'm a better person. I'm a better person again. You know, when you're struggling with alcohol, you don't want to do stuff. You don't want to see people a lot of the time. You kind of go into your own shell, and it's horrible. You spend so much time in your mind just torturing yourself, and once you run out of alcohol, you start to get this kind of withdrawal, and the only way you can make yourself feel better is by having another drink, because it takes the balance away from your body. Your balance is gone, and you're starting to depend on this substance, and it only gets worse and worse and worse, and it will take you to hell. It'll take you absolutely to hell. Now, you might think that me having 8 months clear, that this guy's okay now, he's fixed, he's right, but I'm not. I'm not okay. And this is one of the reasons that I'm making this video. I'm thinking that I can help myself by helping other people. You see, nobody ever decides one day, I'm going to be an alcoholic. Nobody. But that's where the substance leads you. It takes you there, you know? And to get out of it is incredibly hard. Right now, I'm starting to deal with a lot of feelings of I'm having to deal with my problems, and I'm having to deal with my guilt. These were things that are buried in alcohol. Because when I started out, it was because I was worried. I was worried about things. I was worried about my life going wrong. I was worried, you know, how do you pay the bills this month? You know, can you get by? You know, am I going to be able to take my family on holiday? And what happens is the alcohol becomes the biggest problem. Your problems, they're still there. It's just that alcohol then becomes the main issue, you know? It becomes the problem, and you need to get out of that. But once you do, what happens is this layer of emotions, eventually they're going to come to the surface. I went through this phase, and it lasted a few months, and when people stop drinking, it's often described as pink cloud syndrome, and it's like I discovered the cheat code for life. I thought everything's fine. This is perfect. I've made it now. Life's just so much easier, you know. You see, the thing was, every day when I was drinking, I felt terrible, you know. I'd wake up in the morning, feel like absolute death, and I'd say to myself, I'm not going to drink at all today. And I'd go to work, and then by about 10 o'clock, I'd start feeling a little bit better. And by then, I've already convinced myself when I finish work, I'm going to get a drink. And it starts all over again. And you tell yourself, tomorrow's going to be the day that I stop. But it isn't. You get in this cycle, and it just doesn't stop unless you make it. You have to just decide that enough is enough. And that's what I did. I had to go down to London for something, and I knew that I was going to be around some really good people, and that was the kind of push that I thought, I'm gonna stop now. I'm gonna really make an effort to stop, and I did. I did. I just decided there and then. I dealt with the withdrawal. I'd felt the anxiety. It's not as bad as what some people have experienced. I know you've got channels out there like Bat Country, where the guy, he has experienced delirium tremens, and it's like it's basically, it's a very, very dangerous situation to be in. So I was fortunate that I got away quite mildly. So I'd managed 3 days, and then when I was down in London, I stayed at my friend's house. I ended up having 4 cans of lager that night, which wasn't a lot for me. Wasn't much, believe it or not. But after that, I've now gone over 8 months without a drink. 8 months, and I never thought that was possible. And as I say, I'm far from okay. I'm going through a period where I'm not sleeping properly. I have to walk a lot just to get some kind of sense of well-being. However, I believe that this is just part of the journey. I believe that I'm not where I want to be yet because I still haven't been sober long enough. I need to keep going, and I don't ever want to drink again. I don't want to. And the thought and the memory of who I was when I was drinking, it stops me. You know, I was never an angry drunk or anything like that. I'm not the type of person that gets drunk and goes out and starts fights and things. That's not me. That's not me. But I hurt people, and because I hurt people by letting them down, and I let a lot of people down very badly. Uh, and I'll always regret that. But you know, that's in the past, and there's nothing I can do about that now. So it's not for me to dwell on the past anymore. It's for me to look to the future and to get where I need to go. And I know where I want to go. I do. I know I've got plans. There's things that I want for my life, you know. This is the thing. If you're there and you're drinking and you're in hell right now and you might not even realize it, you know. It's like you're the Walking Dead or something, you know. You're the Walking Dead and you're not really alive. And honestly, you deserve better. You do. You deserve better. I deserve better. You know. I've lost like parts of my life, you know, and I've made a decision that it's not going to be taken from me anymore. I'm not going to lose any more of my life for the sake of a substance, you know. It does, it makes you feel good, right? It makes you feel good, but for the amount of time that it makes you feel good, it's just not worth it. It's this short little window, and the more you drink, the shorter and shorter that window gets, and it doesn't get better. You never find that sweet spot again. So if it's you, if you're in hell, do what you've got to do to crawl out of hell, you know. Get out of there, reach out to somebody. Maybe a friend, maybe me. But you know you deserve better. You take care of yourself, okay? And I'll probably be back again. I've got, you know, some stories from when I used to drink, some of the situations I used to get myself into, and yeah, just take care of yourself and reach out to somebody. Or, you know, if you can do it like me, if you can just do it yourself, then do that. I actually reached out to a community, which is, it's just an online thing where people can talk to each other and offer each other support, and everything I got from that is invaluable, absolutely invaluable. Okay, so peace out, guys, and I hope you all have a good day and enjoy life, and, you know, stay sober, because you're gonna gain everything. You know, losing that little bit of euphoria, that feeling, you're giving that up for what, half an hour, an hour of feeling like that, to feel like crap. You're giving that up to feel good all the time. Okay, peace out.